Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you. Home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Stafford on first down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
7. Dolphins, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Luton. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
At the 23-yard line.
50-50.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Muscles him off. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 27-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Let's go, D. 41 right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Go, D. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. 20. 51.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Going up top for Kupp. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun is Luton. That'll be complete to Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State.
Number 32.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Luton. And Unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
It's over. Let's dominate.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
A gain of 32 that time.
1st and goal.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Dolphins 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Throwing is Luton. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. knocks it through.
Makes the score Rams 28, Dolphins 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's Luton to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They got a man. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Cam Akers.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 7, Stafford, and it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Play fake, and here's Luton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Breida. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. 3rd down here. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Luton. And this one's incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Christian Wilkins.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Eric Rowe.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And the throw there going going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
5-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford flush to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Breida on the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the right side, open is Gesicki. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. To throw is Luton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Troy Hill picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.